BlackRock insiders are talking to us and telling us that there is a likelihood of the ETFs being approved within the next 6 months. That is the Bitcoin spot ETF. Just by the way, of course, you guys would know that because I talk about it all the time. Welcome back to the Crypto Bliss Show today. Thank you for being here with me on the channel. I really do appreciate every single last one of you beautiful souls. And today we are going to be pumping a crazy different kind of video. There's a lot of information to go through in this video, so make sure to stay tuned right here to the channel. Guys, we are pumping this channel, so thanks for being here, you blessed souls. Today in the cryptocurrency market cap, we currently have... So guys, I've changed the position on my camera. Let me know how you think it is. I think I was just looking at you from like more this angle, instead of straight into your eyeballs. I can see ya. All right, 1.23 trillion. So we've actually increased by about 23 billion in the market over the past day, which gives us a 2% increase. The trading volume is about 45.5 billion. Bitcoin is sitting very, very healthy and strong above the 29K level, but it is still under the 30K level. And the 30K is a psychological level because it's a very, very long round number with 5 zeros. Okay. Ethereum at 1859, BNB at 244, XRP at 64 cents, Dogecoin 7.5 cents, Cardano 29 cents, Solana 24.63, Matic, which is changing to Pole, is 69 cents, Polkadot is 504, Shiba Inu is pumped up about 9.4% to the 981 level, Uniswap is at 612, Avalanche 1266, Chainlink 751, Stellar 14 cents, and Cosmos 856, guys. So very interesting stuff. Not much changes, but there were coins that absolutely pumped and obliterated the markets yesterday. So that's interesting, right? Because yesterday we were sitting at 54 with all the pumps. Now today we've dropped back down to 50 points, which was what we were 2 days ago, which was at about 49. So very interesting to see that the fear and greed index bounces around so much like this. But it is what it is, guys. Today, Pepe is pumping, Shiba is pumping, Synthetics is pumping a bit. USDT, oh, that's interesting, minus 2.2%. I actually have to go and see that, guys. Oh, did we have a little bit of a depeg? No, but we're okay here, so that's okay. But let's actually go and have a quick squiz at this. Did we have a depeg yesterday? Oh, yeah, we did. No, not much, but... you can see there we dropped down to 996 yesterday, so that's pretty interesting. That must, you know, because obviously it's 999 that we need to be the closest to. So that's very, very interesting to see that the USDT dropped. Obviously, that's based on all the stuff that's busy happening around the stablecoin issues. Now, speaking of stablecoins, guys, I have something very important to show you on the PayPal stablecoin a little bit later. So make sure to stay tuned right to the very end of the video because there is crazy news there for you guys. And I'm sitting here drinking my green tea once again. Oh, beautiful. Nice cold day here today. A little bit later, I'm going to go watch a show. Maybe I'll do a little video from there, some sort, just a short video for you guys. So we'll see a little bit about that a little bit later. HBAR pumping 4%, Casper down. Not much change in the market, guys. Please remember... Also, to all the beautiful women out there in the wonderful world today, happy Women's Day to every single last one of you. I know that there's mostly males watching my channel, but to every single one of you women, happy Women's Day to you. Now, guys, there's no news today on the US side of things, but tomorrow we do have core CPI, and core CPI. And then Friday we have core PPI, as well as the core PPI year on year. So those two are going to make the markets move tomorrow, and that's going to dictate to us exactly what will happen for the market for the rest of the week, plus if we will hold these current levels in the Bitcoin chart. So, delicious. Guys, let's go and have a quick squiz at the dollar chart. This is the dollar chart today. Broke out of, this is the 1 hour time frame. It broke out of this channel that it was basically the down sloping resistance. We broke out, we hit support, found support on my blue line and my down sloping resistance. Plus we made a pump up above this level here and then we've collapsed back, but we're still holding support here. And right now we're busy making higher lows, essentially. So that is bullish for the dollar in the moment. And then from this point, we're making higher highs once again. But this high has not yet broken this high. So who knows what could happen there? We do not know yet. But the same thing is pretty much happening to the Bitcoin dominance chart. The Bitcoin dominance chart, you can see, is literally, it has followed my pattern to the T, guys. So if you want to stay tuned, and guys, I make predictions on the channel. I make assumptions on the channel based on research, based on technical analysis, based on fundamentals that supply and demand, price structure. I do a lot of research in this, and I try to look out for the best possible scenarios that we could end up having. And that's why you guys will be subscribing to my channel, because you come here for incredibly good content like that. So if you find this very powerful and you need to share it with somebody else that needs to know about these things, do so, please. That would be very much appreciated. Guys, Bitcoin dominance making higher lows and higher highs right now. Plenty higher highs, plenty higher lows. You can see that that's actually been happening from there. And that truly invalidated the bearish pattern that we were getting here from your higher highs on the candles and the lower lows on the RSI. So that would have told us right now that here we are breaking out. We're finding some support on the ribbon as well. And it looks like we want to go a lot more to the upside on the BTC dominance. So let's go and leave that for now. Ethereum is pretty much doing the same thing. Now, Ethereum, we had a massive sell candle right here, right? Huge in volume, but not much in the candle itself. But we had a crazy pump right back up here. We came back above this line. We're finding support on it. Plus the EMA ribbon is opening up a little bit now at the moment. Let's go and have a look at what that is going to do for us in a moment. Back to the BTC chart, BTC dominance chart. You can see here, that's the 4 hours. Are we going to have some sort of pullback on the 4 hours? Because this is a major reversal candle essentially right here. And this tells me, this candle here tells me that there is a potential moment for the market. This would have faked out the market basically. And you can see here, RSI overbought at that perspective, plus reversal candle. We could end up coming back all the way down. But guys, we're finding support on this 200, and the 100 is about to cross back over on the 200 here on the 4 hourly time frame. Now on the daily time frame, we're still looking quite strong, quite bullish, right? But today's candle, we had a very strong sell action, but absolutely no movement in the candle yet. So that is pretty interesting, right? It means that sell orders are probably very likely being put into play here. Now, if we fail here and we don't get back up to at least this level to create some sort of lower high, then I'm going to tell you that the likelihood is that we'll probably just roll over and come back down to this green zone right here, which is about 48.5% the BTC dominance. All right, guys, so I have some cool news I want to show you. First of all, let's go and have a quick squiz at the Ethereum BTC chart. Let's finish off the Ethereum chart. Let's go to look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, we are currently meeting resistance. There is a topping tail candle, although there was very strong bar volume right here, which is a very strong indicator. And then the RSI is now pointing to the downside, okay, which means that we are looking to probably have one more push to the upside here on the Ethereum price. And if we can't get higher, the same thing. If we can't get, you see, yesterday's volume was great, plus the RSI on the daily is pushing up massively, guys. So if we get back up above this moving average ribbon, that would be a very, very key level for me. And essentially, then I would probably say that we would then make our way back up to this level of resistance back at 1986. Maybe kind of pull back in between this zone for a little while, creating some sort of consolidative pattern before some sort of confirmation of the actual direction that Ethereum wants to go. Now that brings me on to the Ethereum Bitcoin pairing chart. The Ethereum Bitcoin pairing chart had a huge fall down yesterday, but we are making a strong move back to the upside with good buying volume coming in here on the 1 hourly time frame. The 4 hourly time frame is decent in volume, but the RSI is telling us to the upside, talking to us about the upside. And then the daily today, we are currently looking as though we want to have some sort of reversal candle take place, which means that we could be breaking back up, at least to maybe come and retest this zone up here. Guys, if we fail this zone one more time, I would probably say that the ETH pair to BTC pair will actually just fall, and we may see lower lows because there is strong resistance ahead. I have been speaking about this for now. We've got the EMA ribbon, we've got horizontal resistance, we've got the 100 EM moving average, the 200 moving average above head right now, plus this upward sloping resistance. So you can see here that the pattern we're in is a broadening, widening pattern, okay, which is, so this is this pattern. So you can see that essentially we are starting to widen. So the moves are becoming a little bit more apparent right now, okay, and Ethereum will eventually have to make a decision against the Bitcoin pairing. So let's leave Bitcoin for now. I want to go and show you something else on the news in the meantime, so that you guys get some good information out here. Guys, do you love green tea? Let me know down in the comments below. Did you guys catch the trades yesterday? So I'm in profit now on my Solana trade. I'm in profit on my Dogecoin trade. I'm not yet in profit on my Bitcoin trade, although I had a great trade entry into my position yesterday. So I lowered my price on my position. So I'm very excited about that. Now, let's leave that for now. This article here, you can see BlackRock Insider say Bitcoin ETF is likely 6 months away from Novogratz. We're going to fight like cats and dogs to win market share. Once the spot Bitcoin ETFs are approved, Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz told his shareholders. This is probably 4 to 6 months. If you had to put a pin the tail on the donkey on it, that the SEC is going to approve the Bitcoin spot ETF. Now, you can see here from Eric Balchunas, I hope I said that right. According to contacts from inside BlackRock and Invesco spot Bitcoin ETF approval is a matter of when, not if. So it is going to happen, but now it's when. Likely in 4 to 6 months, which will be pre-halving, and Galaxy CEO Mike Novogratz on all earnings calls this month. Now, the news of both BlackRock filing ETF and quite frankly Invesco plus Galaxy, we're going to fight like cats and dogs to win market share there once it gets approved, which is pretty true, right? Now, if the SEC loses its case against Grayscale, as we expect, the path of least resistance would be a wave of simultaneous approvals for all spot Bitcoin ETF applications, including Grayscale and the other 8 active filings, okay, which is all of these guys here, which is a whole bunch more people. So don't worry about that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Your next little bit of news here for us today is crazy, guys, because Kathy Wood predicts the SEC simultaneously allows multiple spot crypto ETFs report. So this is what I'm sure she's hoping for, but will SEC and Gary Gensler favor BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF first? I would like to know, do you think they're going to do all of them together at the same time? Or do you think they're going to do BlackRock first and then the rest of them simultaneously? I would like to know what you guys think down in the comments below, please. Now, ARK Investment Management is one of many firms looking for ways to offer US investors exposure to crypto through exchange-traded funds. I'm going to show you this video in a moment. Please be patient with me. But basically what you can see here is here's the race as I'm watching it. We are completely guessing on the timing of Grayscale case dates, but we think the past of at least resistance is simultaneously approval for all 8 filers plus Grayscale in the aftermath of the courts vacating the SEC's denial. So if you want to go and look a little bit more about BlackRock actually endorsing crypto, go watch this Natalie Brunel video here. I have not yet watched it, but I will be watching it sometime a little bit later on. It's very, very important. One of the few that I watch videos of. So I will show you come back to this video for you in a short little moment, but I have 2 more articles that I want to show you. So BlackRock's misguided effort to create crypto for dummies. Crypto doesn't need BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. It undermines the basic tenets of cryptocurrency, from banking the unbanked to reducing global oppression. Okay. So while supporters argue that ETFs are tax efficient, easy to trade, and cheap, BlackRock's approach is arguably misguided. It is important to keep in mind that ETFs do not have the same focus or goals as Bitcoin. And now let's go and have a look at what exactly those goals are. So problems with the traditional finance sector. Okay. So the Bitcoin ETF next deadline is August 13th, but this is for the ARC refiling. Likely to get postponed. IMO, while most eyes will be watching September 2nd for BlackRock ETF deadline. BlackRock likely the first approved, if any, as the rest are just refiling. So you can see that happening there. ETFs promote centralization, okay, which means that you literally have to undergo know your customer or KYC processes. Plus, Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency, and we need to demystify cryptocurrency, not create a crypto for dummies fund. I like that because in my personal view, so Daniel Servaday is the co-founder and CEO of Celix, an e-commerce platform based in Italy. I agree here with this article because in my personal view, it is going to create a centralization process in the crypto space. But guys, this is not going to be able to be stopped. Okay, it doesn't matter what anybody says. These guys are the money in the world. They control the money in the world. And the money, go where the money flows. Don't resist where the money flows. Otherwise, you will never have any. Okay, just be conscious of that in your journey through making money in crypto. Okay. Now, one of the craziest things is Cigar. I was speaking about PayPal earlier on, and this is finally the PayPal news and the information. So PayPal stablecoin contract is written in an extremely old version of Solidity, allows the owner to pause all transfers, allows the owner to freeze addresses to prevent actions, allows admins to increase the total supply at will. It's centralized but transparent at least. So the crazy thing about this coin is that this PayPal stablecoin is that they can freeze your account's assets at any time. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty articles, news, videos, etc. on the internet about that happening already without even having cryptocurrency in there. But they do allow cryptocurrency payments through the portal, which is great. But if you have a look at this Solidity code, it actually is much slower than most blockchain coding. It is also much more expensive and it's much slower. So why would PayPal choose to go with something like that is very interesting. Well, I'm wondering if PayPal is perhaps being controlled or pushed or forced or manipulated, whatever you want to call it, to become one of the most major custodians in the crypto space right now, to onboard and offboard people in and out of the crypto space and fiat currency on-ramps using PayPal app, okay? But I need you guys to know that that is very important to be concerned about and to consider when using it. Yes, the only thing that it's going to help you do is to onboard people and perhaps bring a little bit more money into the space. Now, I spoke about this on my video the other day when I did make my PayPal USD coin video for you guys, this one here. Remember to go and watch that video. That video is going to be very, very powerful for you. That showed us an immense amount of information as to what the PayPal coin is. It'll bring a lot of money into the market. It'll help the onboarding off-ramping process, but you will not have freedom in using that stable coin at all. They will know everything about you. They'll know where you're spending your money, how you're spending your money. They'll be able to freeze your money at any given time. Would you guys want that? Is that what crypto is about? No, because crypto is about taking control of your own financial future and using that to the best of your advantage. So yes, I don't disagree that we don't need those infrastructures to help the masses come together and buy more crypto and sell their crypto at times, make cash. But is that where you actually want to be making money? If you guys want to make real money and trade moves like this with me, then make sure to hit my Bitflex and Bybit links down below, because I'm in profit and I screen shared my trade entry last night on Bitcoin on the YouTube channel. So make sure to go and check out the community posts so that you can see what I did and where I bought into that. So thanks for being here. Guys, last little chart for you right now is the Bitcoin chart. You can see we had this crazy pump. We were going to have this huge volumetric dump down, but then we were immediately bought right back up over here with decent enough volume. It's not the greatest volume, to be very honest, but we had a crazy push up out here. Now this candle is looking a lot like this candle, which is why we've pulled back, but we are finding some support here. Now the EMA ribbon was literally dead and boring. It literally had nowhere to go, nowhere to move through this time of consolidation right here. Boom, and then we had this elastic move. We broke up, retested, pushed back up. Now guys, I need to show you something. Generally, waves move in threes, right? So wave one. Okay. Let's refresh that for us. Let's go back down to the 1 hour. Now let's get rid of that line there so that we can do this nicely for us. Okay, so usually move in waves of 3. So now that's 1. That's a bull flag, right? Boom, move 2. Boom, move 3. Boom, and things usually move in threes. Now we're getting another breakout of this, but I want to show you guys something. If we push here and we break this level, that is a good signal. But if we don't break that level and we push up and we create a lower high, okay, that will give us another level of resistance here, which would actually not be healthy for the Bitcoin price, especially considering that we were rejected once again at this level with very strong enough volume and a good candle at that point. So guys, there is a lot to be concerned about in the price action of what Bitcoin's doing right now. But you can see here, the same thing was happening on the 4 hour. Okay, but on the 4 hour now, because this is a higher time frame move, we've had our first move. Well, no, that is still our first move for the flag, second move for the flag. So essentially, we should be looking to somewhat break up out of here and perhaps come up to the previous high up here. But you can see there's a lot of resistance up here at the 31,300 level. So if we can't get back above that level, guys, we are going to be in trouble with the Bitcoin price. What do you guys think down below? I would love to know. Okay, now this is a crazy candle, okay, and I'm going to go and show you. There's 2 ways of looking for reversals. In fact, there's 3 ways of looking for reversals. Your first way is look at this candle right here, okay, this candle right here, where there is a candle almost like this, okay, and then it has some sort of equal body, okay. That is generally a reversal one option of a reversal candle. Then there's one like this, which is a candle like this. And at the end of the move, you have a very strong kind of head up there, even if it could have a little wick at the top. Okay, that would then tell us that we're going to reverse down. Now, your third and final is this candle, okay, which is normally called a shooting star candle, which looks like the opposite of the other candle, where this is about 1/3 of the entire wick and is pushing to the downside. It can have a wick to that side as well. And essentially that would be a bearish pattern candle. So what I was saying to you is if we cannot break this high, because now the next level of resistance, because we've created some other level of high, that would be our next level of resistance right there. Okay, which would tell me that if we couldn't get, especially with the RSI is very much overbought right now, we have to pull back a little bit. Okay, if we don't get here and break through this, okay, something like that, or just like this, okay, that would be the most preferred move in the Bitcoin price. If we cannot do that, I'm telling you guys, there will be some sort of reversal, especially because the day is now starting to look a little bit more exhausted. Plus, we're creating a lower high here in the moment as well, even though there's a tiny bit of volume coming in. I have only 2 out of 4 of my indicators telling me that it is still extremely bullish for the short-term time frame. I'm not talking about for the long term. Okay, and I just want to go and show you something here right now, because right now we're back up above the ribbon and the ribbon is starting to stretch open. We could, on the daily, actually push a little bit like this on the RSI, okay, which would probably give us a move to the upside here. And my target is the 36,000 move. And I just want to go and show you guys something using a specific type of bars pattern. Okay, I want to take it from here and I want to just draw it up to this point here. Now I'm going to take this and look at that move right there, right there, right there. Where does that actually bring us up to? It brings us up to this level of horizontal upward sloping resistance. Plus it brings me very close to the 36,000 level. So if we had some sort of similar move like this, breaking out of the pattern, which is currently in play. And we are only down here, if you guys can see that very nicely. We are still strong on the bullish candle, but we need a strong breakout of the candle like this from this level here, which closes us above the high over here, which would then probably give us a little bit more momentum to the upside for a temporary moment. Guys, at that point, I'm going to say it would be a very good time for you to start taking some profits on your trades if you are in some trades. Okay. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Thanks for being here with me on the channel. I appreciate you all. Happy Women's Day to all of you beautiful souls. And, oh yes, I have to show you the Kathy Wood video. So one moment.
Kathy, so you are in this race. Let's talk about the race a little bit. The first important deadline coming up is August 13th, where the ARC filing, the SEC is either going to delay it, which we think they'll probably delay it, and then BlackRock is later. You filed before BlackRock, but BlackRock came in with the surveillance sharing agreement with Coinbase. That was novel, right? Now we're looking in the future. There's talk of a common clock where the SEC could approve a bunch of ETFs at once, putting you on a level playing field with BlackRock and others. What's your take on how this will play out, given you filed earlier?
I think you're probably right that August 13th will come and go, and I think the SEC, if it's going to approve a Bitcoin ETF, will approve more than one at once. So then, again, because most of these essentially will be the same, and it will come down to marketing, communicating the message. You know, we've been putting out our Bitcoin monthly for the last year. We are now starting a Bitcoin brainstorming session. Our first one we launched last Thursday. So we're trying to get the word out there that, you know, our research is deep. And we've been doing it since 2015 when we gained our first exposure to GBTC. We were the first public asset manager to gain exposure to Bitcoin at all in 2015.
That's exactly where I want to go. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, known by its
You guys think about that at the same time, or do you think that one will have front runner advantage? Let me know down in the comments below. Love you all. Thanks for being here, you blessed beautiful souls, and we'll see you on the next one.